video. If you're new here, my name is Steven and I'm a third-year dental student. And today I am super excited to show you the newest entrance in the scrub game, Fabletics. You heard that correctly. The very well-known subscription-based athletic wear company Fabletics is now making scrubs, and I'm happy to bring you this video showing you the first pair of Fabletics scrubs that I've ever seen as they're coming out now for the first time and launching to the public. So behind me, I have a few items that were sent to me by Fabletics to kind of show you all, review, and take some pictures in. And before I get going in this video, I wanted to just thank Fabletics for this opportunity. Thank you for sending me these scrubs free of charge. And of course, just know that yes, I did get these things for free, but all of the opinions I have in this video are genuinely my own opinions. So a quick background on my scrub journey so far. If you don't know me, I've been wearing Janu scrubs for the past couple of years in dental school, and I've really liked them. I like the higher quality scrub. I just feel like if we're in something all day long, which we are in the medical profession in scrubs, they need to be comfortable and they need to look good. Those are my two requirements for scrubs, and I'm okay with typically paying a little bit of extra money in order to get those two things. So I was really excited when Fabletics reached out to me and asked if I was interested in their partner program. Now, I don't have a whole lot of personal experience with Fabletics. I don't have any of their athletic clothes, but I have looked at their clothes a lot before in the past, and they're absolutely up my alley style-wise, and they look really nice. I personally love the sort of athletic wear sector of clothing. I think these brands that do this high quality athletic wear have really figured it out, and I'm a big fan of that type of clothing. So I was really excited when an athletic wear brand got into scrubs. Figured it would happen for a few years, and it's interesting to see that Fabletics, by my knowledge, is the first company to officially do this. So in this video, I'm gonna get into the details of the products that Fabletics sent me, talk about my first impressions of them. I've worn them and taken some photos in them and just kind of gotten the feel for them. So I think I have some thoughts and a little bit of comparisons with things that I've worn in the past. And I'm also just gonna give you my initial reaction to them and knowledge of what Fabletics is doing with these new scrubs. If you enjoy it, make sure you like it and subscribe to the channel for more videos like this one. All right, so Fabletics sent me a couple of items. They firstly sent me this awesome box, which had everything in it. The packaging is incredible. All of the branding around this scrub launch has been super cool, which I really personally appreciate. I like when people take time in the branding and design process, because it makes me feel at least like they're putting more effort and love and energy into their product. They sent me a few products. The first is a Seal, and I think I'm saying that correctly, Seal Blue scrub set that's top and bottom. They also sent me a Heather Gray UNDERSCRUB shirt, which is a long sleeve shirt, I'll show you. And they sent me a scrub jacket in gray as well. I love all of these products. First of all, they are fantastic and I'm super excited about them. I'll start off with the scrubs and begin with the scrub top. The first thing I want to talk about with these scrubs is the fit and the sizing. So with the scrub top, I tend to wear a large scrub top. I am 6'2.5" and I weigh about 180 pounds. So I'm definitely longer and skinnier. That's kind of my body shape, and I like a large scrub top because I feel like it's a little bit bigger, a little bit baggier on me, which I appreciate that look. The first time I put this scrub top on, I loved it. I don't know what it was about the fit and the cut of the top, but it felt very athletic to me, and that's nice. In a scrub brand or in a pair of scrubs, I like a little bit more of an athletic cut. I think it's a little bit more flattering. It looks a little nicer to me and just helps me feel a little bit more confident throughout the day. So I really like the way this fit, and compared to scrubs that I've worn in the past, I would say that this is probably my favorite top fit-wise. Not really sure why. Once again, it's hard to iron out exactly why I like the fit so much, but it's just a little bit baggier in the right places and then shows off a little bit of muscle definition in the right places as well. So in terms of a male scrub top, that's of course what I can speak to. I love the fit of this top. Now with the pants, in terms of fit, I actually had a little bit of trouble. So Fabletics sent me a medium regular, which is the typical scrub pant that I wear personally. I wear a medium, my waist is about a 31 or 32, but my length is a little longer. So they sent me a regular pant, that's what I asked for. And when I first tried them on, I did not like the way that they fit. I wear jogger scrub pants, and that's what these are. And when I first tried on the regular scrub pants, the jogger version, they're way too short for me. I just didn't like how far up the jogger cuff came on my ankle. I felt like there was way too much of my ankle showing, and I just wouldn't want that in either a school or professional setting. So I went ahead and did a little bit of research to compare the sizing chart offered for the pants by Fabletics compared to the sizing chart for the JNU pants, which I've always liked the fit of. And what I discovered was interesting. Okay, so the inseam for the JNU jogger pants for the regular size is 29 to 30 inches roughly. And in Fabletics, the inseam for the regular jogger pants is 28.5 inches. This disparity in difference just meant that the cuff of the jogger pants for the regulars were just too high up on my ankle, and I didn't like the way that they fit. So I asked Fabletics if they could send me a tall version of the same medium pant, and they did, and I like them much, much better. And just for your reference, the tall jogger pants have an inseam of 31.5 inches, which is admittedly larger, or longer, I should say, than the inseam of the JNU pants, but I actually held a couple of pairs up against each other just to see how much of a difference there was. And to my naked eye, there was only about a 1/2 inch length increase in the Fabletics pants. So I really like the way the tall jogger pants fit me as a bit of a taller guy. And I wanted to give you that size warning just before you purchase these scrubs, just so you knew if you're a little bit taller and you're getting jogger pants, maybe you should consider the tall version. They might fit you just a little bit better. The other thing about the fitment of these pants is that they're a little bit on the baggier side, and this was the case for the regular and the tall pants. Both are a little baggier, which I actually really appreciate. I don't think that scrub pants need to be super tight. That's not necessarily why we wear scrubs. We wear them to protect ourselves. And so I think a little bit baggy is a good thing, at least for me. I like the way they look, especially after taking the photos and being able to look at the way that they fit on me and the way that they look. I really like the fit of the scrub pants. So they get a check mark from me in that regard. Overall, fitment is great, and I would absolutely wear these scrubs every day and plan to in the future. The next thing I wanted to talk about is fabric quality and stitching. And of course, as you might expect, this is very, very high. Fabletics is known to produce quality products. They sort of have an elevated athletic wear brand, so I wasn't surprised when the fabric came in and was very nice and felt very sturdy and quality. And the same goes for the stitching, very nice. I don't know a ton about the details of how garments are made and stitched together, but I can just tell by holding these scrubs compared to scrubs that I've seen in the past, you know, your basic medical scrubs, these are worlds better. And that of course is a check for me. But the thing that was interesting, of course, is my comparison between these and JNU. I'll do a lot of that in this video just because JNU is what I know and it's what I've been in. These are a thinner fabric than what JNU has in their scrubs, and I personally appreciate that. Sometimes the JNU scrubs get a little bit warm, especially if the clinic is hot and I'm doing a hard procedure and a bit sweaty or whatever. The JNU scrubs are a little thick, so I think these are going to be more breathable of a fabric while still maintaining the protective nature that a scrub fabric needs to offer you. So I think that the fabric is great. It's not stretchy, just so you know. Neither are JNU scrubs. These aren't really stretchy. I mean, I guess they have like a tiny little bit of play in them if you pull on them really hard, but they're not meant to be super stretchy. These aren't jogger pants, like jogger sweatpants that you would buy from an athletic brand. These are scrub pants and scrubs in general. So the fabric is going to be a little bit different than what you might expect if you've never really worn a premier scrub brand. But I personally really like the fabric just because of, once again, it's a little bit thinner and a little bit more breathable from what I can tell. I also really love the stitching. So for one thing, the top here, as you can see, has this nice vertical stitch down the middle, right, going through like over the sternum. I like that. It's a nice detail to me. I don't know what it is about that. I just think it's a cool styling element. And that is reflected again on the back of all of these garments. You see this vertical stitch running down and you see the Fabletics logo. I'll talk more about that in a second, but the stitching is very nice and these things are gonna be durable based on what I can tell. So I think, once again, doing positively so far. Now let's talk about the look and the color of these scrubs. This is Seal Blue. It's CEIL blue. I think that's the color. And this is a core scrub color. All medical scrubs come in a variety of like core scrubs, which are distributed out in hospitals around the world, and just scrub colors that are basic and everyone has and uses. And this is one of those colors. And the color is very vibrant and nice. I would not complain at all about these scrubs. And I would once again wear this particular scrub set on a daily basis and plan to in my future. I think the color is nice, it's vibrant, and it matches other seal blue scrubs that I've seen in the past. So if that's like your school color or something like that, these are gonna work well for you. And in terms of the look, once again, I think these knock it out of the park. It's subtle things for me that I really like about these scrubs. Once again, these vertical stitches that you see and the small Fabletics logo on the back of the upper garments, just really nice. And I like that look. It sort of gives your shoulders a nice boxy, like broad look, which is a really good thing. And you just get a little bit more character and design in the scrubs. These are their basic scrub set. These don't really have any crazy bells or whistles. I'm sure they will come out with more scrub sets and types in the future, but these are just your basic set, and I quite like the way that they look. And I also wanted to quickly talk about pockets in this section. On the front of the shirt, you just have one simple pocket. One thing that I would appreciate if they added was a little pin holder. Sometimes it's nice to have a separate pin holder in the front pocket of your top, just so that your pin can sit there and then anything else that you slip into the pocket is separate from the pin. That's a tiny detail, but it's something that I would like to see. And then on the pants, we have a few pockets. We have these sort of vertical side pockets on your side hip, and those are pretty nice. They're not super deep. I might like to see these a little bit deeper just because phones nowadays are super massive. And so I noticed when I put my phone in here that it wasn't seating all the way down to the very bottom of the pocket, but that's okay because on sort of the quad area of your pants, you have pockets on both sides. The right side has a standard pocket that's open on the top, and it has the Fabletics logo right there that you can see. And then over here on the left quad, you have a zipper pocket, which is pretty nice and deep. It's pretty well sized. I don't know if you can see that. My whole hand basically fits in there. And it's got a nice zipper and this cool mesh material on the inside. So you could definitely secure things better with that pocket. So that is so far 4 pockets. If we flip it around to the back, we see that there is just one pocket on the right butt cheek. That's basically where that one is. And it's just, once again, a standard pocket. I'd probably like to see possibly another pocket over here, but scrub pants usually have the one pocket on the right side. I'm not really sure why. And honestly, I tend to put things in the front pockets anyways, except for my wallet, which goes in the back. So the other element of the look is the drawstrings, which these are gray drawstring with sort of like little different colored gray details on the inside. And it's got these nice soft rubbery Fabletics logo branded end caps. And I definitely like the way that these look. Just once again, super premium. You're not gonna see something like this on a cheap pair of scrubs. This is something that you get on a more quality pair, and I really like that. And of course, we have an elastic waistband that's sort of ribbed. This is nice. These are gonna fit well. You can cinch them up tight, and I personally like these types of waistbands a lot on my scrubs because I like to wear my scrubs tucked in. So this is always going to be showing, and I like for this to look nice, of course. So the next bullet point that I have here on my notes is price, and I went to talk about the price and realized that I don't actually know what they're going to be charging for these scrub sets. I'm filming this video before the official launch of the Fabletics scrubs. Editor Steven here, and I understand a little bit more about how the pricing of these scrubs is actually gonna work. So let's say you're not a Fabletics VIP member. Basically, you're gonna pay $39.95 for the bottoms and $39.95 for the tops of these scrub sets, which puts them at a very similar price to Janu and Fig scrubs, which are usually around $45 to $50 per top or bottom. If you become a VIP member, which is their monthly membership, you can get these scrubs monthly if you choose to do so for $59 for the entire set. So that gets you a good discount from that roughly $80 that you would be spending on the scrubs if you weren't a member. But I do have a special deal for you. If you click the link in the description, you can get a full pair of scrubs for only $29 by becoming a Fabletics VIP member. This is something that Fabletics does. If you're familiar with the company, they have these VIP memberships, and $29 for this pair of scrubs is absolutely ridiculous. So if you're looking to get into a membership and do multiple pairs of scrubs in the future, I think that that is going to be your best bet. You're not going to find a pair of scrubs of this level of quality for only $29 anywhere else. It's just not going to happen. And I just wanted to add that becoming a Fabletics VIP member basically means that you're spending $59 a month, and you get to choose between their entire site of items, whether it's the scrubs or their athletic wear, and they have tons of different deals and tons of things that you can get for that price. It gets you crazy deals on this clothing. You can also opt out of that every month. You can choose not to spend the $59. You just have to decide on the 1st of the month through the 5th of the month if you actually want to go ahead and pay for that month's subscription, and you can cancel anytime. That's how the VIP membership works, and it applies to these scrubs, which is pretty cool because now you have a really easy way to get cheap scrubs. If you have any more questions about how this process works, just check the link down in the description. And before I finish up, I wanted to quickly touch on the other things that Fabletics sent me. Firstly, we have the UNDERSCRUB shirt. And this thing is just incredible. It is like one of the softest things I've ever felt in my life, and it's super, super thin, so I think it'd be nice and breathable. It's an UNDERSCRUB shirt, so if you're not familiar with what these are, they're basically long sleeve shirts that you can wear if you want coverage over your entire body, like coverage over your arms and stuff, if that's something you're doing. Of course, typically we're gonna be wearing, at least in my profession, in my field, we're gonna be wearing a white coat that covers our entire upper body, but this is another option if you're a nurse or something like that and you don't wear a coat. This right here, this is it. Once again, we have this sort of vertical stitch pattern that you can see on all of the Fabletics Scrub products so far. It's right there, and once again, the Fabletics logo is right here. I'm not sure if you can see that. But this thing is just super nice. It's very, very stretchy. It's very thin and breathable once again. Super high quality. I love the stitching. Once again, I don't know what this type of stitching is called because I don't know a ton about clothing and how it's made, but you can see how nice that is. And then you can also see the Fabletics branding on the inside of the collar. Just overall, very, very nice. And this is the type of shirt that I'll probably wear just all over the place, not even as an UNDERSCRUB shirt. I'll probably just wear this to the gym, to, you know, out to drink with friends, whatever it is. I think this is just a great shirt. It's very form flattering, of course, if you've got some nice muscles, and it's a nice shirt. And then lastly, but not leastly, this is my favorite scrub jacket that I've ever seen. I really, really like this scrub jacket from Fabletics. It's a very simple jacket with a full zip all the way down, and it's in this sort of heather gray color. Once again, we flip it around and we see that vertical stitch here on the back and the Fabletics logo, very consistent with their design, which I really appreciate. And you have this sort of same ribbed, stretchy elastic cuffs on the arms as you do on the waist of the pants. It's just a really nice jacket. If you unzip it, you see that the inside is this mesh material that was also part of some of like the insides of the pockets on the scrubs themselves. And once again, we just see the quality of the Fabletics brand coming through here on this particular garment. I think it's very, very well made, and it's a little bit thicker, so this would offer some warmth if that's what you're looking for. And it's obviously blank, so if you wanted to have your logo or whatever you want printed on here, you have a huge blank canvas to do so. This is an awesome scrub jacket, and once again, this is something that I'd probably wear not even just in a medical setting. It's a sweet jacket, and it makes me want to get more Fabletics clothing, which hopefully I can do in the future. This thing is also very sweet. So that is what I think about these Fabletics scrubs that I have received from them. I'm super, super excited about this, and you're gonna see a lot more Fabletics content from me in the future. They are just a cool company to work with, and I've really appreciated the folks that I've spoken to from Fabletics so far. They've been awesome, and I'm excited to see more of their products in the future. I really do love a good set of scrubs. I think it's something that is worth spending money on. We are in them every day. I'm okay with spending a little bit of extra money if I look good and feel good in a pair of scrubs. That is like the majority of what we wear in life in the medical profession, and we might as well spend some good money on feeling good about them. So if you like these scrubs, make sure you check out the link in the description, and also check out my other social media outlets just to kind of see more pictures and videos of these scrubs. That's really it for me today, folks. Thank you again for watching, and thank you again very, very much to Fabletics for sending me all of this stuff and for being awesome. I really appreciate it, and I look forward to working with you more in the future. With that, my friends, as I always say at the end of my videos, I will see you in the next one. There's nothing in this.